Growing up, I knew my mom had PKD and that my chance of having it was 50-50. And she always said to me to get tested when I was ready. So I waited until I was old enough and, had the wherewithal to make the decision to be able to deal with it too. I was diagnosed with polycystic kidney disease when I was 17 years old. Growing up, I was a healthy, active kid. I didn't have any symptoms of the disease other than having large kidneys, and that is part of the reason why I decided to get tested. Because my family has a history of PKD, in a way I felt prepared because I knew it wouldn't be alone. But at the same time, living it is very different than watching someone else experience it. I have noticed that in my generation compared to, let's say, my mom's, there is a greater understanding of the disease. When we got together about 8 years ago, I was afraid to even mention polycystic kidney disease. And Paul's reaction was just so normal and so supportive and accepting.
I remember you saying you had something really big to tell me. I didn't know exactly what it was going to be. I think I was just very much, okay, thanks for letting me know. I'm surprised that you felt that was a big secret to tell me, but.
I have PKD1, which is the more aggressive form of the disease, so I am most likely looking at a transplant in my future.
Should I ever have the opportunity to, donate for Ciara if she needed that, it's definitely something I would look forward to and happy to do.
My mom has always been big into health and wellness, so she passed that on to me, and I'm very grateful for that. I was raised eating very well and staying active. What has changed lately for me is that I realize I do have a bit of control here, so I'm making a decision to get up every day and make the most of things. I have been told, it will progress as it's going to. There's not much to do to stop it. And while there is some truth to that, I know that there's something I can do every day, and that something I've decided is food. It's how I nourish myself, it's what I put into my body. If I put my focus there, that to me is empowering, and it helps me to live my life with a bit of purpose and not just getting bogged down by this prognosis. When the pandemic hit, I was on mat leave with my second baby, and I had always been dreaming of studying nutrition, and my husband and I got together and said, hey, maybe this is the time to do it. So I went back to school, and I really just wanted more knowledge on how I could nourish myself to get the most out of life, how to help my kidneys thrive as much as they can, for as long as they can. Diet actually does play a role in the health of a PKD patient. It's a very proactive step you can take. You can decide what you put in your body every day and how you nourish yourself. This is the best way to feel empowered on your journey. People with PKD are now living longer, better lives because of our increased knowledge of the disease. We have a better understanding of how lifestyle and diet factor in, and we know how to take better care of ourselves as patients. I have always enjoyed running because it's a great, healthy outlet. This year, I hit a hurdle when I ruptured a cyst on a run and then ended up being scared of running. So now my challenge is to try to put myself back out there. I think my best advice for anyone starting out on a PKD journey is to connect with others, find your community. If you're newly diagnosed or you're very interested in making the most of this, I would highly encourage you to connect with the PKD Foundation of Canada. Go online, try to connect with other patients who are in a similar boat as you, because community is so empowering. I started an Instagram page to connect with people and got an overwhelming response, and I have met almost thousands of people across the globe. There's a lot happening in the field of PKD now. I'm feeling very hopeful about the future because there are people working on advancing our quality of care, and they're also working on hopefully one day finding a cure.